WWE decided to showcase its creative process on the Netflix docuseries WWE Unreal. The intention was clear: to present the company as more intelligent, more transparent, more refined than ever before. And the series has aimed to depict Triple H and his creative team as meticulous planners who craft their stories months or even years ahead of time. However, the show and its surrounding discussions may have had an unintended effect, specifically with the recently released Season 2, which has uncovered aspects of Triple H and the creative team maybe doing things that they didn't want the world to see, but we're seeing. Real circumstantial challenges, impulsive changes, adjusting to things that could affect the end results that play out with the stories on screen and in the ring. How has WWE Unreal exposed the backstage production of WWE in a way that is honest, but not flattering? This is Sportskeeda Wrestling. We're diving deep into WWE Unreal. Have you seen the show? What do you think? Does it expose too much of WWE? Let us know in the comments below. A certain segment that has a lot of fans aggravated from WWE Unreal is the infamous pitch behind the scenes to have Pat McAfee, the commentator, former pro football player, and sports broadcasting personality, defeat the ring general Gunther at Backlash 2025. On its own, the idea sounds like a joke. Gunther has been built up to be one of the most dominant forces in all of professional wrestling, not just WWE. A modern throwback to the kind of champion who's supposed to feel inevitable and unstoppable. McAfee, while popular and liked, is primarily a part-time wrestler at best, mainly a commentator. The fact that this was not just a fan fantasy or an internet rumor, but a real idea that was seriously discussed within a WWE writer's room tells you everything you might need to know about this series, really showing you what maybe not everyone wants you to see. The McAfee-Gunther pitch would already be questionable enough on its own, but the series makes things worse by showing the kind of things that aren't simply isolated. It's part of a larger pattern. The story of Rusev's return and a push that didn't follow with it is another case of how WWE's creative machine right now is far less organized than fans are led to believe. And maybe it can't be organized with the massive output WWE has, given with all of the fans' sentiment changing week to week or season to season. Being organized for WWE by itself maybe is just inconceivable. One of the more damning moments where fans got really upset watching WWE Unreal is one scene with Road Dogg, a former WWE superstar turned creative team member, a central figure of WWE SmackDown's creative leadership for years, is unable to answer a follow-up question from Triple H about what happens next with Chelsea Green's championship title program. There's no long-term direction laid out in this exchange, no challenger, no narrative roadmap for this character, just an I don't know. The exchange does more damage in the eyes of some followers to WWE's image than any angry fan on the internet ever could. But it does confirm some suspicions that fans have had for a long time as diehard followers of WWE, that in some cases, but not all, some cases of WWE, it's written week to week out of necessity. A pretty frustrating part of the WWE Unreal series is it also shows really great ideas that never made it to air. Things appearing on early planning boards, including matches and programs and storylines that fans would absolutely love that never made it to television. Showing that plans change, pal. We heard that term before, and that is still the case in today's WWE. Then again, that's not inherently bad, but it does expose something, as so much of the show does in its basis. It's supposed to expose the process of WWE, and it shows that WWE under Triple H's creative team is obsessed with controlling the narrative. Everything is curated, everything is shaped, everything is packaged. WWE's sheer production power is undeniable, but when you place that level of control next to all these circumstantial changes, unfulfilled creative storylines, abandoned pushes, it makes it feel like a giant missing connection. On one side, the company wants you to see this perfectly organized, long-term storytelling machine. But in practice, is that easy to actually be? On the other hand, WWE Unreal shows you a company that still throws out wild ideas and backs off them without hesitation if they don't think they're working. It doesn't expose scandals, it exposes uncertainty. And in many ways, it's honest in that depiction. Even Cody Rhodes, a major star for WWE, he speaks about his WWE return in the series as, quote, a big gamble. And that fits perfectly into the theme. Cody is a success story. He is an example of WWE saying, see, long-term storytelling works. And yet, for every Cody Rhodes, there are multiple Rusevs and multiple plans that didn't achieve their intentions and just get left behind, and you never really hear about them unless you're a fan on the internet talking about them. Multiple people who were supposed to be big things were quietly ushered away. WWE Unreal unintentionally shows that the system of WWE is not a carefully plotted novel. It's a constantly rewritten script with circumstances that make it change often. And that brings us to the core truth. WWE exposes itself in this series, for better or for worse. And what makes it even more confusing when you pull back and ask the objective question, who is this for? For hardcore wrestling fans, they already know wrestling's scripted, they listen to podcasts, they watch videos just like this, and already debate creative decisions endlessly online. For casual fans, maybe they're more unlikely to start watching a show based on behind-the-scenes documentaries about it, or maybe they are in the future. But it still leaves WWE Unreal in this strange in-between land, where it mostly serves to give credit to WWE's naysayers and people that simply just want to be critical of it non-stop. Yeah, if you hate on WWE, they produced an entire documentary about all the things you probably have an issue with. It's called WWE Unreal. It shows that Triple H is not running a flawless creative machine. He is managing a chaotic, shifting process where bad ideas can sometimes become real ones you see on TV. Real plans can vanish overnight with all of these crazy circumstances, injuries, and other issues. This doesn't mean WWE is creatively dead. No, they are not creatively dead. They are far from it. The company is hotter than it has ever been in years. Undeniably. But WWE Unreal proves that stability that some fans think may exist to some degree is an illusion. It's a front. The curtain behind the scenes is thinner than it has ever been. And once fans can see behind that curtain, maybe they can't unsee it. In the end, WWE Unreal didn't expose WWE's secrets. Those have been out for a long time. You already know that. It exposed WWE's mindset, that under Triple H and his team, they're always still figuring things out, just like it always has. It's not the most idealistic version of WWE that you may think it is. If Season 3 follows this same approach, WWE could be normalizing the idea that the creative process is inherently messy and that its leadership is always going to be adjusting and may seem out of touch on one thing but completely in touch on another. Wow, look at you watching an entire video on the internet. Thank you so much. Subscribe to our channel for more content just like this. Get in the comments below, let us know what you think of WWE Unreal, and check out the other videos on our channel. Also, make sure you have your notifications on so you know when we drop new videos just like this.